Here are the best methods for making money in Cubecraft Skyblock early to mid game, because that's where I'm at. Stick around to the end of the video because the best ones are at the end and you can be making potentially millions of coins per hour with some of these methods. Let's get into it. So when you first get started out, the only thing you want to be focusing on is farms. Well, that and grinding these quests. But farms, crop farms. You start off with beetroot, and then you progress to potato, and then to wheat, and then we'll go on to the other ones after that later on. But you start off with beetroot, and I do recommend building a decent sized beetroot farm. However, you do want to be grinding these required quests for the next island as much as possible to unlock potatoes, because beetroot only sells for 3 coins compared to the 8 that potatoes sell for. And then the third island you unlock wheat, and wheat is so much better. This massive field of wheat me and my friend built because it's a co-op, and each wheat sells for 26 coins, which is so much more. Obviously farming does take time because you have to wait for the crops to regrow and you have to replant the crops, at least at this stage. However, wheat takes 10 minutes to grow, and look at this massive expanse. You can harvest this in about 20 minutes, harvest and replant, and sell it all, and you'll get about 30,000 coins from this. When it comes to crop farming, as you progress through islands, you'll unlock new crops almost every island, and just whenever you unlock a new crop, you should basically start farming that crop. So you start farming beetroot, then move to potatoes, then move to wheat, then move to cocoa beans, which we'll be talking about next, and then melons, and from there basically. When you unlock the jungle island, or here what's left of the jungle island, because ours is very destroyed, you unlock a new crop, cocoa beans. Cocoa beans are a great money making method. Here I have a reasonable sized cocoa bean farm that I built entirely on my own, and with my Fortune 3 axe here, farming this whole thing takes about 20 minutes and nets me around 180,000 coins. And cocoa beans take 35 minutes to grow, so it doesn't take too long before you can be harvesting them again and again and again, making millions, potentially. The way I recommend doing this is when you unlock the jungle island, you have a quest at some point to harvest 200 jungle logs, and I recommend just grinding this quest. Jungle trees take 2 hours to grow, so building 2x2 ones like this, breaking them all, and then using the logs you get from that to build a massive cocoa bean farm like this one here. On the topic of trees are not a half bad way to make a little bit of money in Skyblock if you're running a bit low on cash. Massive jungle trees where you plant a 2x2 square of saplings grow into massive trees like this, with probably about 2 stacks of jungle logs in each. If you build a platform with a bunch of these massive trees and harvest them with a fortune axe, because I believe fortune works on logs in Skyblock, you can produce a bunch of money. Each jungle log sells for 120 coins, so you could be making hundreds of thousands potentially. When you unlock the birch island, and ours is a little bit destroyed because I love dirt, however when you unlock the birch island you unlock birch trees, and birch trees are a great way to make money. If you plant a massive birch forest like this with the same as a jungle trees, 2x2 rows of saplings like this, you can be harvesting a lot of birch logs very quickly. Each birch log sells for 500 coins, and currently I have 215,000 coins worth, with just a couple stacks in my inventory. Now I'm going to quickly harvest all these trees, which was about a stack and a bit saplings worth, and we're going to see how much money I'll make. So after 20 minutes or so of breaking a lot of birch wood, I have this many stacks. It's not a bad haul, to be honest with you. And if you had to sell this, this sells for 397,000, basically 400,000 coins. That's with 20 minutes of mining, plus the 10 hours I believe it is to grow the birch tree. And I was using a stone axe without any level of efficiency on, because I put unbreaking on it. So if you were to use a stone axe or an iron axe with fortune and efficiency on it, you'd be able to mine a larger area than this, a lot faster, and get more drops. That's not bad money though, I'll take that. Once you progress further into Cubecraft Skyblock, you can build bigger and better farms, but about now you can start building AFK ones too. I'll be covering one AFK farm in this video, but as I'm not a big fan of AFK farms, I don't like AFKing, but it's at the same time it's passive money. Whilst I'm online, it's producing resources just whilst I'm harvesting my melons or doing anything else. If you want, I'll do a dedicated video to AFK farms. Give this video a few likes and I will. Also, while we're at it, please do subscribe. I plan on making more Cubecraft content if this video does okay, so please subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Once you've unlocked birchwood, you will also have unlocked melons, as they've come on the birch island, and I strongly recommend building a massive melon farm with them. It won't take too long, just break all the melons on the birch island and craft them into seeds, plant the seeds, and 12 hours later they will have grown. 2 and a bit hours after that they will have grown to melons. Break those melons, use the seeds to plant more melons, and eventually, it won't take more than a day in real life, you'll have a massive melon farm like this one. When harvesting melons, make sure you're using Silk Touch. because if you harvest with any level of fortune or no fortune on an axe, it will drop 3 to 6 melon slices, whereas if you harvest it with silk touch, it will drop a whole melon, which is worth 9 melon slices. So on average, double the money. However, that being said, I'm going to be harvesting all these melons, and I'm going to use fortune just because I have the quest to harvest 3,000 melons, and it doesn't count when you use silk touch because it drops a actual melon. So let's harvest all these melons. So after about a 10-minute harvest of all these melons here, which isn't even a full field because part of them haven't grown yet, which I'll remind you I harvested with the fortune axe to complete the quest, whereas you should harvest it with the iron axe with silk touch and efficiency, which will not only be quicker to mine but will produce you over double the profits. I made roughly 450,000 coins in melons, if we go and sell them, and in these I made 40,000. So my inventory is entirely full with the melons, and if we were to sell them, that's 486,000 coins, plus these ones. That's over 500,000 coins. But you would have made 1,000,000 coins if you'd used silk touch like you were meant to. Just gonna quickly sell my melons I've had since yesterday for 285,000 coins. Yeah. Okay, moving on to the last money-making method of this video, which is going to be an AFK farm. It doesn't make loads and loads of money, but it does give you passive income whilst you're online, and that is this monstrosity over here. This monstrous cactus tower has a total of, I believe, 7 layers, each with 16 cactus, producing 16 cactus every 50 minutes. And since about 5 or 6 PM yesterday, and it's now 9:30 in the morning, it's produced quite a few stacks of cactuses. And if you were to sell these stacks, which have been obtained completely by me just being online and not even having to use it, that's a very nice 140,000 coins. Obviously that's not loads and loads of money, however considering you're doing absolutely nothing to get it, you're just simply being online, it's quite nice, and also you might want to use it for other things. I don't know, if you really want a lot of green dye, there we are. If we head up to the top here, we can see that this cactus farm layout is incredibly simple. I don't actually think I have any slabs on me, but that's fine. It is literally just 11 by 11, but the 11th block on each side of the walls. So we have cactus shaped like that with fences in between, so when the cactus grows, they get broken immediately by the fences. Water in each corner, going down to a hole in the middle, which you can't see, but there is a hole there. I'll show you it. There, that drops all the way down to the bottom where there's a hopper. So you gotta have unlocked iron to do this, but it's not too difficult. Okay, don't die. I'll cry. Nice. I just wished 317,000 coins for the fun of it. I think that deserves a sub. Do I jump down again? I'm not actually going to. I'll jump a little bit. I hope I wouldn't have died from that. Now then, there are AFK mob farms that you can make, often involving either cactus killing the mobs or, in my opinion, better, water drowning them. Works well with spiders, with the zombies, with spiders, not zombies, they won't die, but works well with spiders. I've seen videos on it before, you should go watch one. I haven't built one because, as I said, I'm not a massive fan of AFK farms. I feel like I should build one eventually because spiders are nice, and this monstrosity here is all we've got that resembles a spider farm. It's something my friend made. Half the spiders don't die, and if they do die, the drops will just despawn. They can run off the edge, and if you get too close, they will just run off the edge, so you can't really jump down. If you do jump down, there's a really precarious walkway that I have fallen off of numerous times, losing hundreds of thousands of coins. But look at these idiots, they just walk off the edge. Just to round things up, nothing in this game is going to give you free money. Well, maybe, but you got to put in a little bit of time and effort for it, you know? Like these birch trees, they grow in 12 hours or 10 hours, whatever it is. I don't have to do anything, but then I do have to at least break the birch logs in order to get the money. Like, you can't do absolutely nothing. That farm there, I do have to build the farm, which it takes 10 minutes per layer. It does not take long to build. You're never going to be making millions of coins for free unless you have, like, your entire farm is a cactus. Your entire island is a cactus farm, and you just make bajillions of coins worth of cactus, which I guess you can do. I'd love to see someone do that. But it will take time. You don't just get to do it for free. However, once you progress through the game, you can be making lots and lots of money. I've made 1.5 million coins this video just from breaking some birch and breaking some melons, basically. So yeah, I really hope you did enjoy. If you did enjoy it and want me to do any tutorials on Skyblock or any more command tutorials, which I will be doing, don't worry. I'm not becoming a Cubecraft Skyblock channel now. Please subscribe, it would mean a lot. I really want to get to 5k at some point, so please subscribe. And put notifications on so you don't miss an upload, and I will see you all soon.